Thank you everybody for joining Pure Grenada. We've got some exciting speakers today and we're really going to discover what there is to do outside of your hotels when you're in Grenada. So I'm going to hand over to Lisa, who's going to lead the way and sort of explain and introduce everybody. Over to you, Lisa.
Thank you, Sarah. So for those that don't know, my name is Lisa Brathwaite and I am the Grenada Tourism Authority Trade and Community Manager. Okay, so we're going to get started. Let me just share my screen. So welcome. Get in there. Just to let you know that you can get there via Barbados from Heathrow with either British Airways or Virgin Atlantic, onwards with a regional carrier. And fingers crossed, from May onwards, we hope to have twice weekly flights with both Virgin Atlantic from Heathrow and British Airways from Gatwick. Now, just some key facts there that we will get into. But, you know, we can't say Grenada without saying Carriacou and Petit Martinique. That is our sister islands. Grenada has it all on this lush tropical island that not only boasts over 40 white sand beaches, 9 black sand beaches, and over 15 waterfalls, but we also have a rich heritage. St. George's is the capital of Grenada, and we are similar in size, yes guys, you are reading correctly, to the Isle of Wight. 21 miles long by 12 miles wide. We are a small gem that has lots to offer. Population wise, you see there 110,000. Average temperature ranges from about 24 to 30 Celsius. Now, we are located between the Caribbean Sea and Atlantic Ocean. You will find no shortage of beautiful beaches, and Condé Nast Traveler named Granand Beach 1 out of 30 best beaches in the world. So look at those lush pictures. I'm trying to whet your appetite for this afternoon's webinar. So from Unforgettable Gardens, we have won 15 gold medals at the RHS Chelsea Flower Show, to an abundance of spices, because we are known as the spice of the Caribbean because we are one of the largest exporters of nutmeg, and supreme dark chocolate. We have 5 artisan chocolate makers that complement our wonderful chocolate festival that happens annually. So guys, you combine that with the sun, sea, sand of the Caribbean, you will want to send your clients to Grenada because my island does have something for everyone. So I'm going to stop sharing now because it's all about discovering outdoor experience that not only you can experience, but your clients too. And I'm so happy and delighted to have my co-host with me this afternoon. If you didn't know, it is Mr. Roger Augustine, the Destination Experience Officer of the Grenada Tourism Authority. So I'm going to introduce him, say hi, hand over to him, and then he's going to get into it with our guest speakers for this afternoon. So hi, Roger, how are you?
Hi, guys, I'm fine, and welcome to Pure Grenada, the spice of the Caribbean. As Lisa said, I'm Roger Augustine, your Destination Experience Officer. And if you're wondering where I am standing at the entrance of a cave and piece of British history. This is Fort Matthew, built by British since 1783. And since this is an outdoor activity, we're going to tell you all about what you can do when you come to Grenada. I thought I should be in this location to give you a bit of an intrigue, you know, as to what of the many wonders we have right here in Pure Grenada for you to experience. So without any further ado, let me introduce to you the very first speaker, presenter for the day. And that is none other than the lovely Miss Tasha Latouche. She is the founder of Savor the Spice Grenada, and she's also a chef, and she's also an Epicurean officer. So without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, here is Tasha. Miss Latouche.
Yes, so before we introduce Tasha and she speaks, she wants to whet your appetite with a video. So let me just share my screen and show you what Savor the Spice is all about.
Come taste the spice of what I love.
So I don't know about you guys, but that was delightful. Over to Tasha.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I hope you all are well. I just wanted to give you a brief rundown of what Savor the Spice offers. We were the original Grenadian food tour. As you know, Grenada is known for the spices of Grenada. And what I found in Grenada, a lot of times when tourists will come, they will go to the market and they will buy a bunch of spices. And when they get back to their home countries, they wouldn't know what to do with the spices. So one of the purpose of creating the tour was to showcase our cuisine and our spices. We offer currently 4 different tour options. One is called Savor the Town. That was the clip that you just saw. That was from the town walking tour. Also have Savor the Country, which is a 6-hour island tour by bus. We have Sip and Savor, which is a bar hopping tour because Grenada is known for some good rum. And we also have Savor Cooking Class, and that is a 3-hour cooking class at a local restaurant with local chefs learning how to cook local Grenadian cuisine. Now, I'll start with the first one, Savor the Town Tour. That tour presently prices at $79 US. And like I said, it's a 3-hour tour. You get 10 bites, 7 sips. We also have a historical portion of the tour. You saw that we were on the fort in one of the clips. Well, in the clip, you saw that the cannons on the fort. So there is some historical element to the tour. So it's not just food. We go to the local market. We support local vendors. And most of all of our tours, we support local smalls. I wouldn't call it dives, but locations that a lot of tourists would not come across on their own. For our Savor the Country tour, you will go to one of the stops is Belmont Estate. So you will get to taste their great chocolate. You will also get to see how that plantation is run, and you will also experience some fabulous cuisine. We also take you to Annandale Falls. So there is regular traditional things, a part of the tour, seeing the island. Sip and Savor, we go to local rum shops. We go to a brewery in Grenada. So you'll see how local craft beer in Grenada is processed, and you'll get a tour of the brewery, and you'll get to sample 5 different types of beer. You'll also go to a local rum shop where you get to taste our local moonshine, our local rum. We also go to a beach bar on beautiful Grand Anse Beach. And all of these tours are guided tours. So you're not on your own. You're there with our guides. You get to talk to the chefs at the restaurants. You get to hear about the ingredients of the different dishes that you're tasting. And now the last one, Savor Cooking Class, that is done at a small local restaurant. Again, the chef comes out, the chef shows you how to make the dish, how to plate the dish, and she have a display of all the spices that go into the dish. And you will also, if upon request, if you want the actual recipe emailed to you, we will also email you the recipe. That's pretty much covers the 4 products that we have. And if anyone has any questions, I don't know if it's better for them to send it in a chat. Oh, they want to see me. Someone said we cannot see Tasha. I'm here. Hi. So I'm in the US, so it's a little early for me. So I didn't really get to put on the makeup to look beautiful. So that's why I'm only showing my photo. But if you have any questions for me, if you want to put it in a chat and I can try to answer the questions for you. If not, I don't know, allow Lisa to unmute. You tell me what's best.
Yes, we'll do questions at the end, but thank
Okay.
you, Tasha.
Okay,
That was
thank you.
wonderful. Gosh, Roger, we love a Savor the Spice experience, right?
Oh yeah, very, very much so. And starting with the breakfast, um, you know, they say the weight of man's heart is through his stomach. And when you're in Grenada, one of the things that's really not mentioned about, that's why we had Tasha on, is really about our cuisine. We use spices in Grenada to bring out flavor, not only in the food, but in our personalities as well. And that's why we are flavorful people. And as such, when you come to Grenada, you are going to get an authentic all-around experience right here in Pure Grenada, the spice of the Caribbean. And even that, as we talk about experiences in, you know, in the food and the cuisine, even the touring, because not only do you get food with Tasha Savor the Spice, you do get a bit of knowledge with the different places that she takes you to. So you get twofold for one. So yes, you're going on a food tour, but you're also getting a little bit of island tour per se, or a village tour per se, depending on where she's taking you or what type of culinary tour you've booked with Tasha. So it's a wonderful experience to sip and savor the flavors of Grenada, and no better way to do it than to book a tour with Savor the Spice team.
Yes,
Yeah.
I could not agree more. So, Roger, next speaker.
Yeah, so we're getting ready. Now, I want to introduce to you the second presenter for the day. None other than my good buddy. I'm calling him my good buddy because I'm learning a lot too from him. Yes, I am the destination experience officer, and there are places that I'm also finding out that has even now become my hidden treasure. And it gives me no other joy to present to you today, Mr. Simon Green, the manager for Hidden Treasure Tours.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, I can hear you, Simon, very clear.
Let's see him.
Yes.
How is everyone doing? Can you hear me?
We're hearing you good, Simon.
Okay, great. Well, I'm in the middle of the rainforest in Grenada. And welcome to Hidden Treasures Tours. Are you there? Hello?
Yes, we are still here, Simon. Just keep going.
The technical difficulty. But I'm in the middle of the forest, so occasionally we do lose a little bit of signal. But as I'm saying, welcome to Grenada. And I'm Simon Green. And as Roger said, I'm the founder of Hidden Treasure Stores. And this morning, I'm just giving you a little sneak peek of what the Granny Tang looks like on a rainy day like today. Are you still there?
Yes, we're still here, and we're hearing you, Simon. It's just that I can't see you.
Can you turn your video on?
Okay. Let me try something else. Okay. Just hang on. All right. How is this now? Better?
Perfect.
Okay, good. All right. So I'm in the middle of the rainforest. So Roger, can I get the second slide, please? Slide? Can we have the slide up?
Yes,
Okay.
it is.
All right. I'm not seeing it. I'm not sure I'm not seeing it. But anyway, at Hidden Treasure Stores, we really try to specialize in getting people really connected to the island. We say that We have experiences from the shorelines all the way up to the high mountain ridges. I've been a hiker since I was probably about 7 or 8 years old, and I learned from one of the best here on the island, Mr. Phelps Dido, and he still continues to be my mentor up to today. And what we try to do is to really connect people with nature, have them also have an appreciation for the culture and the people who really make up, the beauty of Grenada, we believe. Both in natural and built heritage, Grenada has quite a wide assortment, regardless of your interest area. So for the average person, whether you are, someone looking for something very adventurous, very rigorous, or you just want to have a light experience, go to the hot spring and relax yourself, we can do that for you. Next slide, please. Now, we've had a really good reputation of really trying to get people to showcase their own sort of interest, even when they're here with us. Beyond what we think we can show you, if you have an idea as to an adventure or an experience that you would like to have, we really enjoy the challenge of trying to customize that for you. And that's one of our strong points at Hidden Treasure Stores. Next slide. All right. We also really enjoy the fact that we know our communities. The people and the businesses and all those folks involved in the industry in the little unique parts of the island that the larger companies cannot be able to navigate or have connections with. We really make it a point on our business to reach these folks and these areas to really get you linked to those areas. Next slide. I'm not seeing the slide, so I'm hoping that it's making sense as I move along. But what we also try to do with our adventures is really to show you the fact that although Grenada is rugged to some extent, it's not your typical tourist destination that's always well manicured, and so there's a sense of raw natural beauty. It's also safe. It's also one of the places in the world that you don't have to feel worried about. You walk into the forest, or you're in a place that looks kind of desolate with no one around. There is no need for you to panic. One of the safest destinations here in the Caribbean. We've been hiking for more than 3 decades, and we've never had any instances where we've had any issues with safety of any kind. Of course, knowing the forest and knowing the terrain for us is absolutely important. We constantly update ourselves, learn a lot about the geography, the history, safety techniques, employ a lot of very innovative ideas for helping people navigate the slopes and the various unique conditions of the environment just to ensure that we can promote that kind of a safety and so forth. Let me just give you a little snapshot live while I'm here. It's going to set us to what's happening. But the next slide, please. Right.
That's it on slides. You could just take it home with that view, Simon.
Yeah. All right. So, I mean, we do have a lot to showcase around here. And again, even though if you're not interested in something, let's say rigorous, something that's kind of a very light, just having a walk through a trail like this, where you can, for example, find unique plants like the ginger lilies, and some of those we actually export. We have a thriving business in the horticultural sector, and many of our orchids and natural flowers. And so as we hike, we can really get you to experience this. The amount of ferns I believe we have in the Granny Tang, some experts say we have perhaps the most amount of ferns, per capita, maybe in the Caribbean, and every time we hike, we discover a whole lot more of those. Part of our tours we do something called um, an immersion tour where we take you to communities and you spend some time hiking, experiencing the natural space, and we do a cook at our farm. We have a farm in the Belvedere area that we do more or less a local experience. And Tasha and other companies who are involved in culinary, tours, we occasionally work together to ensure that these tours can really give you that kind of deep immersion into these spaces. We pride ourselves again in that knowledge and that connection. We're not so big on volume. We've hiked with persons as less as one person, for example, all the way up to 50 plus persons, coming on various adventures with us. We have a variety of options for taking you around, and a lot of it is about safety, your interests, and really getting you to enjoy Pure Grenada. We love this place, and we really want you to come and enjoy it with us. All right? Just feel free to send me a note. We also on Facebook, on Instagram, um, and all the social media platforms. We're even on TripAdvisor. So look for Hidden Treasures Hikes, and you can send us a note, and I'll be happy to answer any of your questions and to welcome your guests whenever they visit your Grenada. Looking forward to see you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can, Simon. We can definitely hear you. And that was so very much entertaining, lots of knowledge and information. Before you run away, Simon, let me ask you this question, because I know everybody's preferences are different, you know. What you like, I may like, my like might be different to yours, and Tasha might be different, also might be different. So let me ask you so that the others may hear for themselves, as they say from the horse's mouth. Tell us, I'm going to give you a two-part question. First, tell me, what is it you love about Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique? And second, tell me, what is your favorite outdoor activity?
Wow. Good question, man. How about everything? But really,
One thing, Roger, one.
I'll tell you what. Now, I am also a recreational diver, right? So
Uh-huh.
from streets to, let's say, Palm Mountains,
Mhm.
the Belvedere, that is really my mecca. That's the place I feel most alive. So any experience along there for me is the best in
Mhm.
the world. So yes,
So
that's my
yeah, so for you, Simon, you're also letting the audience know that not only do you like top side, you like bottom side because you like diving as well. And the opportunities there is plentiful.
that's right. Pure Grenada has it all right.
All right.
And
What?
what?
All right, all right. The second, well, I was asking you what's your favorite outdoor activity, but you just said to me that not only do you like the hiking and the Belvedere area, you also like diving. So you know you didn't want to narrow it down to one thing, because I'll say this to you before I ask Tasha the same question. People often say variety, the spice of life, and I say welcome to the spice of the Caribbean, because we've
Got
definitely
it.
got
We have.
something for everyone. Yeah.
I know. Look, just
All right. Well,
for your
thank you, Stan.
check.
Thank you, Simon, and stand by. Let me go to Tasha now.
My one favorite
Tasha, are you?
thing, one.
Yes,
Oh, boy.
Tasha. All right. You were involved in food tours. You love the island. You loved its people. That's why you've decided to come back and to share those experiences with people by creating such a wonderful tour. Now, what the audience would like to know, and even I would like to know, is what is your favorite outdoor activity in Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique, and also what is it that you really love about this island?
I think the culture, experiencing the culture and experiencing the people in Grenada. I think that's my favorite thing to do, to go into a village, lime with,
Oh
local.
yeah.
Roger, you have to break down what liming is, but
Yes,
lime
yes.
with local Grenadian, because we are warm people. We are,
Yeah,
sweet, sincere people and very
yeah,
welcoming and inviting. So just
yeah,
talking to locals,
yeah,
and I hate to say locals, but Grenadians, and
yeah.
vibing with them, learning about them, and you see, people think because we're from one place, we're different, but we're all the same. Our needs are all the same. Our desires are all the same. So I think my favorite thing to do is just go in the country, sit on the veranda, and just drink a carib or stag,
Yeah,
get
yeah, yeah,
some
yeah.
good food. I love the beach. I love all of those things. Yes, actually hiked with Simon before, and
Yeah.
I don't want to say he necessarily took it easy on the novice hiker, but it was a good experience. He pushed me to my limit. Something I thought I couldn't do the whole time. I'm like, I can't, but I did it. So I felt really accomplished because it was something that I never really saw myself doing. I always wanted to do it, but I always just didn't think the city girl could handle that that kind of vibe. But it was a good experience just trying something different. I think the good thing about Grenada is you get to experience culture, you get to experience new food, new drinks, new experiences. So I don't have one favorite thing, but I think the most favorite thing is connecting with the people.
Well, and you've definitely touched the nail on the head. And this is what I try to tell people all the time. I say, come and experience Grenada for yourself, because it's unlike any other place in that everyone who have visited Grenada, when you ask them what it is about Grenada that stands out, the first thing they're quick to smile and tell you, oh man, the people. They're so friendly, they're so caring, they want to show you everything, they want to share everything, and then they're passionate people. So come on down to a place where you feel appreciated when you go on holiday, where people truly want to take care of you, show you a good time, show you their culture in a meaningful and an authentic way. And that is why, I asked that question, because you've touched the nail on the head. Grenada, it's all about us. You can have the best beach people, you can have the best hotel, you can have the best food, but if you don't have the right people to share that experience, it would be all for naught. And I think this is where we excel as a people. When you meet Grenadians, whether home or abroad, they're generally warm, friendly, loving, caring people, and we connect with you on so many levels. And as Tasha was saying, explain liming. When you go liming with a Grenadian and you're talking to them, they look you in the eye. They connect with you. They give you a hug. They give you a bounce. A bounce is a little fist stump. They say, come, let's have a drink together. And then they start telling you all about the culture. They start sharing with you, even sometimes a little too much. But we are that type of people where we just want to tell you everything. And sometimes we do speak quickly because we've got so much to tell. And you've got so much little time vacationing. So we want to share with you everything. And Tasha, let me say thank you so much. Let me say to Simon, thank you. I want to hand back over to Lisa. And I hope everyone who was on this panel today had a good opportunity to listen and learn what Grenada has to offer. And I would say to them, come on down, send your people down. Let us give them the most memorable experiences. One, because we're a small island, so we don't really do large groups, like America can, or, Canada can, because they've got, 2,500 rooms in one hotel. No, we were what I call a boutique island. And so we cater to your needs, we give you that personal touch. And on that level, we make it an authentic experience for you right here in Pure Grenada, #Grenada Rocks. So I'm going to hand over to Lisa. And it was a pleasure having you here with me standing in part of British history, right in Pure Grenada at Fort Matthew. So Lisa?
Yes, I am here. I am here. Yes, that was wonderful. And thank you again to our guest speakers, but thank you to my co-host, Roger. That was amazing. So much insightfulness that comes with my island, Pure Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. So we're just going to end with showing you a video, because we still want to keep telling you that Pure Grenada is really just for you. And we're going to tailor your experiences. You can do so. You've heard from our panelists. So have your questions ready. And just know that your health and safety as we navigate through COVID-19 is being taken care of, because that's what we do. Enjoy.
We've been apart for a short while, but now the time has come when you can join us again in our little slice of paradise. Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique has always provided a relaxing, rejuvenating, and authentic experience, and that hasn't changed. You can look forward to the same amazing experience while we strengthen our already high health protocols to give you peace of mind while you are with us. So come visit us. We await you with open hearts and spirits, filled with that warm, unique Grenadian hospitality. Rediscover an island filled with adventure, charm, and magic. Pure Grenada, just for you.
So there you have it, guys. Pure Grenada, just for you. So I just want to take this time to thank you all for joining. Thank you to our special guests, Tasha and Simon. Thank you to my co-host, Roger, for all our travel updates and protocols. please visit the travel advisory page on www.puregrenada.com, but also visit our Ministry of Health website, that is covid19.gov.gd, to get all the latest updates. As you know, the information is changing so much. But thank you. Handing back over to Sarah. Hi, Sarah.
Hello. I'm not in such an exotic location with my banner behind me. I quite like Roger's location and even the rainforest with Simon. Like, wow, beautiful, beautiful place. So we have got quite a few questions that have come in at the moment, some very interesting ones as well. So the first question, Roger's already answered it, but Celine was asking about what spices do you export and to where? So I think it'd be pretty interesting just to sort of cover off, you know, what it is we do, just so that the agents are aware of it. So fire away.
Yeah. Well, the number one spice that we export is actually nutmeg, and it's the only spice in the world that bears two spices at the same time. It's the nutmeg, which is the nut that provides the oil, and then you have the mace, which is the covering of the nutmeg, which is the world's number one preservative for the canned food industry. So pretty much any country that produces tin stuff, they would buy mace for preservation of the foods in the tins. So the US, Canada, Brazil, Sweden, you know, these places buy the nutmegs. Now we also have other spices like turmeric and ginger and cinnamon and vanilla and tonka bean and all these other spices that you may not be aware of, but they also grow on island that we export to throughout the region and to countries that are in need for them. But the main one is the nutmeg. That's why it's on our flag.
Ah, perfect. I've never spotted that.
Yeah, the nutmeg is on the flag. We are the first country in this hemisphere to export nutmeg as a crop.
Got you. Okay, no, interesting. Okay, the next question is, has the airport been completely finished in terms of renovations?
Not completely. Most of what I call the terminal work have already been completed. It's just that we're getting ready to do a taxiway. All right, so we can accommodate more aircrafts in, and you don't have to wait, you know, on the apron while an aircraft is landing and so on. So that is what we're getting ready to do. The grant has already been signed. The work is scheduled to commence very shortly.
Super exciting. A quick question. The beach is beautiful, but no hotels are on the beach directly. Is this correct? They're all on hills.
No, that's not correct. We have hotels on the beach, like the award-winning Spice Island Beach Resort, which is won so many luxury awards for small boutique hotel, 5 Diamond. It is actually. We also have Koyaba, which is more like a family resort, 4-star. That's on the beach. We do have also on the beach. We have Radisson. The Radisson is also on the beach, and we have who else? We've got Mount Cinnamon is on the hill. But we've got other properties. We've got Gems Beach Resort, that is also on the beach, and that is on Montrouge or BBC Beach. So we do have some properties that are currently on the beach itself. We've also got Silver Sands on the beach, the longest swimming pool in the region on the beachfront property, over 100 meters long on the beach. Yeah.
Super, thank you very much. Tasha, this is a question for you. What are the prices of the 4 tours that you have and how do you book them? You're muted at the moment. That's it.
The prices for the 4 tours, I'll start with Savor the Town. That's the walking tour. That's priced at $79, and you can book online on our website, savorthespice.com. Then we have Savor the Country, which is $119 per person. That's the half island tour. Sip and Savor is $89. That's the bar hopping tour. And the bar hopping tour is not just drinking, it's also encompasses food as well. And then the cooking class is $100 US per person. And all the tours can be booked online on our website, savorthespice.com. Or they can email me directly, tasha@grenadaculinarytour.com.
Brilliant. So everybody's going to come back and be chefs, master chefs even, of the culinary cuisine of Grenada. Love it. Okay, so Marguerite just asked the same question, so that's been answered now for you, Marguerite. Okay, so this one I think is for Simon. So when you trek in Grenada, do you mean you have different routes, and how long are they? Do you have something for pretty much every sort of walking ability? Like for me, it would involve a 10-minute stroll and then a beach bar or something similar. Simon, you're muted. Let me unmute you. Okay, you need to unmute your screen. That's it.
Okay, hold on. Let me just do that. Is it better now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. So did you hear all of that?
No, sorry. A call interrupted me briefly. So can you please repeat?
Okay. Yeah, when you go trekking in Grenada, do you have different routes and for different types of people depending on the walking capabilities? So some like 3 hours, some 10 minutes, you know, could you explain a little?
Yes, definitely. Based upon your fitness and ability, or if you fill our forms out that suggest you have any underlying health issues, we will recommend a couple of options for you. I mean, most of our hiking tours range from about 4 hours up to a full day tour. And it doesn't just mean that 4 hours of free walking. We include a stop for food and refreshments, and we offer a little bonus experience along with it. So depending on your fitness, your ability, and even the time that you have available, we would be able to customize an experience for you.
Okay, super. Okay, Roger, back to you. Is vegetarian cuisine available?
Yes. You know, we always said that we have something for everyone. I do have 2 uncles that are Rastas as well in my family. So I'm very much aware of vegetarian cuisine, but yes, we do have a lot of that. And in the last 5 years, I can say Grenadians have gotten a lot more healthy, and you're seeing a lot more options for vegan and vegetarian cuisines coming up in the different restaurants. So it's now all
Super.
part of the menus. You cannot just go to the restaurant now and say, I'm vegan or I'm vegetarian. Do you have something for me? And they'll say, yes, here is a menu. Here's what we have to offer.
Brilliant. And most hotels are exactly the same, aren't they, as well? The chef will meet them if they've got problems with certain foods.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And actually, if you're not aware, Grenada is working hard to become one of the culinary capitals of the world. So, you know, we're working on things so to make it easier for everyone to have different options, eating options, because we know that is changing throughout the world.
Okay, perfect. Celine's got another good question. Tu parles français?
Je parle petit peu.
Ah, okay. Okay, so the question was, is any French spoken on the 3 islands, including Grenada? Because I know it's got a lot of French heritage.
We have Alliance Française, where they teach French on island. You do have, we have French tour guides and persons that do speak French. But we have a lot more persons that speak Spanish because we are more closer to Spanish speaking countries. And we have a lot of students who have gotten the opportunity to go to Cuba to study and are very fluent in the Spanish language. But we do have people, and if people come and they would like a guide, we can definitely hook them up. Alliance Française, we've got persons who are very well trained and can take care of their needs, you know. And of course, with apps now, we can just let them speak it into the app, and we can speak. And so the connection now has gotten a lot easier as it relates to, you know, Spanish or German or whatever language it is.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. And impressed with your French, impressed with that accent. It was very, very good.
Merci beaucoup.
Okay, we have got, would you recommend car hire, or is it easy to get out and about without one?
Well, either way, we have, if you're going out late, anytime after 8 p.m., depending on where you want to go, I'd say get a taxi, because the buses, generally, depending on where you're. In the south of the island where the tourism belt is, yeah, you can get a bus pretty much up to midnight, but all right. But I'd say if you want that peace of mind to, you know, go when you want to go, yeah, get a taxi. but it's also easier to get a car for rent. But I also recommend that if you come into Grenada for the first time, I don't recommend you taking a car and go driving. Why? Because there's some subtle nuances of the state that you need to learn. Our roads are a lot smaller. The tooting of the horn is not really to say get out of the way, but more like hi. And if you see somebody slowing you down, it's really probably there's an obstruction just up ahead, not that they're looking for a ride. So there's some things that you would miss if you just come to Grenada for the first time, hire a car and go driving. All right. There are a lot of things I'd like you to know before, ahead of time, before you go driving around Grenada.
Yes.
And then we do not have a lot of signs.
Oh, Roger just
We do not have a lot of road signs. Sorry.
Oh,
We
yeah,
do not have a lot of road signs in Grenada to tell you, okay, you're going from this village to that village. And even though when we do have road signs, you kind of have to look on a back wall and you're not trained to say, let me look at that wall coming up to see what village I'm going through.
Yes.
So
and
yeah.
Bonus, guys, Grenada drives on the same side as the UK. So
Yeah.
it makes it easier.
Oh yes, we do.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't find it too bad. I hired a car. I was that person, and then got into trouble for not indicating. And then I got into trouble from the police because you have to go and get a license. So when you first arrive, you're not allowed to drive until you've gone to the police station to get a license. So I didn't know that. The guy that I hired the car off made me drive to the police station. So the police said to me, how have you got here? I went, I've driven. And he said, you're not allowed to do that. And I went, I've got a license, look. I've got a Grenadian license, but I've still got my Grenadian license in my passport. So I've kept it all this time. So it was okay. It was fine. Yeah. But yeah, the road signs, and you had to sort of trust your ability to drive. But yeah. Definitely good. Okay. Have any hotels been renovated or changed names in the last few years? Like the Radisson has changed its name, hasn't it? Because that used to be a different name.
Yeah, well, they've actually upgraded. They've a lot of the furnitures, the styling in the room, that has changed and that has been upgraded. Yeah, we've got we no longer have the Rex, we have the Royalton now, and so yeah, we have. Some of the hotels have actually used this COVID opportunity to upgrade and to what I say, not repositioned what you used to know, so that it comes back in fresh after COVID.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
To add on that, Sarah, everybody remembers the Flamboyance. That was on Finance Beach. So that's due to become a Kimpton Koana Bay. So we're looking forward to that, and that's probably like the latter part of next year. So we've got new and exciting properties coming, including, as you said, we are going to reopen Royalton, but also Six Senses will be coming sometime in 2022.
Yeah.
Super. So yeah, lots of change. When I was there, it was the Sandals opening, so that was the first hotel that sort of caught my eye, and then as I drove around and saw the different hotels, it is amazing. Selena's asked, are you receiving guests at the moment on the island?
Yes, we are. Yes, we currently are.
Excellent.
To remember to abide.
Is Flora big and sorry.
Oh no, sorry.
Slight delay, so I keep talking. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's okay. Yeah, we look forward to welcoming the UK as soon as we get those flights going.
It's coming very soon. Is flora big and important as the island seems to be dry and lush? So Simon, this is a good question for you, would you say, Roger?
Yeah, I'll let Simon take that one.
Yeah. Hang on. Sorry, I keep having to mute you because of the background noise. Just if you can unmute yourself, Simon.
Right. The question was, sorry, repeat it again.
Is flora big and important? The island seems to be dry and lush.
Well, of course, the natural vegetation here and the volcanic nature of this island provides the right conditions for a wide variety of plants to thrive. I think in terms of biodiversity, we have perhaps one of the most diverse forests. And in addition to that, a lot of folks have picked up horticulture as a business. So you go to many gardens, you travel around the island, you will find a lot of folks planting a lot. The Chelsea flower show in England, a lot of the growers here supply a lot of the folks who curate these displays for us over there over the years. And Grenada has won quite a number of international awards for their floral displays. So the peculiar and wonderful nature that we have here definitely helps us to do this very well.
Super, thank you very much. We've got a good question from Emma. If you're a first timer to the island, what tours and excursions are an absolute must see? And I think this would be quite good to go through Tasha, Simon, Roger and Lisa. What do you think? Yeah, okay, Simon, take it away. So what would be your do not miss tour or excursion? Of course, it's going to be
Brandy Chang Forest experience. Regardless of your ability to hike, your fitness level, coming to a small island and experiencing our rainforest, I think it's an extraordinary experience. It's good for your body, mind, and soul.
Super, thank you very much. Tasha.
I would say the Savor the Town tour, because you get a little bit of everything, and it's a walking tour, so it's something easy to do. It's not a long tour. You get to sample different foods. You get to go shopping in the market, so you can learn about the spices, purchase spices. You get some historical viewpoints from going to the fort. You get to try out cuisine, and if it's a morning tour, you'll have breakfast and lunch. So I think it's something that is quick, it's not long if your time is limited, but you get to really experience not just the food, but the people. So I would say the town tour.
Yeah, that sounds nice. Thank you. Mr. Roger.
Yes.
What's your must do? We've had 2 amazing tours already, so come on,
Yeah.
give us a one.
So what I would say when you come to Grenada is to do a bit of an island tour to get your bearings right, and as a point of reference for different things when you're talking to, let's say, the staff in the hotel or wherever you're staying. You're going from what I call sea level. And when Simon says to you, go to the granny tank, people don't understand that even though it's 21 by 12, you can go from let's say 80 degrees, 90 degrees on the beach, and you drive for about 25 to 30 minutes, and you're at an elevation of 1,910 feet above sea level, where the temperature is like 60 degrees or 70 degrees, and it's a lot cooler. But you're in this lush, well-vegetated area that just takes your breath away, and it's like you took a plane and went to another island. So the difference in the contrast from the south, being on the beach where the nice clear blue skies, and you're driving towards the rainforest, and it's nice and overcast there, the temperature is dropped, and you see the Mona monkeys running by. I mean, it just blow your mind away. And then you probably can stop at a chocolate factory, where they're making chocolate. And if you like rum, you are seeing one of the oldest functioning rum distillery in the Western Hemisphere. So you get chocolate, rum, good food, and a lovely tour. That is something to die for, So by the time you get back to your hotel, then you say to yourself, oh, Grenada has a saying, a trip to Grenada is not complete unless you visit Carriacou and Petit Martinique. So when do I get on the boat, or do I get on the plane? And voila, head over to Carriacou and Petit Martinique. And if you think the water is clear in Grenada, oh my goodness, you haven't seen anything until you get to the Grenadines. That's why people love sailing the Grenadines, because Carriacou, known as the Isle of Reefs, you must go. When you come to Grenada, you cannot go to Carriacou. You have to. It's part of the island. You go. And if you think life is laid back, if you really wanted a laid back experience for a vacation, oh, definitely go to Carriacou. We say sail fast and live slow. Enjoy.
Perfect. Thank you. And Lisa, what would your tip be
So I think everybody just covered everything, especially Roger. But I would just say to discover everything, like what everybody has said, it's very worthwhile. What's nice is that all our beaches are public. We're not overcrowding. We're a very not mass populated destination, very authentic, very on sports. You know, we've got sulfur springs. We've got so much pure activities that even my people, the Grenadians, are still discovering with gold waterfalls. That's why we say we have over 15 waterfalls. So I feel like the destination in itself is just showing surprises to the locals as well as to our visitors, our friends and family that come to visit too. So everything.
Perfect. Valeria has asked, do you have a list of any future hotel openings, or is there somewhere on your website that they can find these?
So oh, go on, Roger.
Oh, yeah, I was saying there is talks of Silver Sands opening, going to construct beaches here in Grenada. And they've already given the green light to the government that they're going to start their phase 2 project. So, and that is going to commence soon, and that would probably be ready for 2022. So we do not have a list because, you know, the timeline is these investors, when they start construction, and, you know, the time, we had COVID, we didn't know we were going to have COVID, and that pushed back the opening of Royalton, and it pushed back the opening of Kiwana Bay and things like that. So it's all up to the investors. We do have properties that are scheduled in the works to complete, like the Six Sense project will be ready soon. So we don't really put them on the website only until after they've been vetted by our team, the quality department team, to make sure that, you know, they're up to standard, they're okay for guests. That's when we vet them and put them on the website. So you have to finish the product, and we have to certify it and make sure that it's ready to our standards, and so that we can accept you. And then we don't put it on the web.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. We were losing you just a little bit there, so that's
yes,
fine.
Sorry, someone just tried to call me and I ended the call. Yeah.
Okay, no, that's fine. So how do I get that job of testing out the hotels before they open? Is it advertised anywhere?
I'm sure they have the cadre that they send out the mass emails to say, look, we're doing a soft opening. We'd like to have some people come on down and test out the facilities. So I'm not sure how, you know, they go about it. We know Sandals does it. You know, so we're expecting that the new properties will be doing it through travel agencies and what have you. But again, that's something that they will do. You know, not the GTA would get involved in that. Yeah, but that's just the independent. Yeah.
Okay, got literally a last couple of questions. Is Grenada managed by its own tourism office, or does it share it with the 2 other sister islands?
Yeah, well, the tourism authority in Carriacou is also, we have officers from Carriacou that manage the Carriacou office, and Grenada on mainland, we have the head office here on mainland Grenada. Yeah, so the Grenada Tourism Authority is a statutory body responsible for marketing the Grenada tourism product. And in that process, we also do quality assurance and things like that. Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, last question. Do you have other accommodation options besides the hotels? So do you have any cottages, villas, homes?
Yes, Airbnb, all the lot. We do have all the lot. And when you go to the Pure Grenada website, you will see that on the accommodation sector, we do have all the different opportunities for you to stay with us in the accommodation sector.
Super. Thank you very, very much. Okay, I'm going to leave the questions there. So we've grilled you a lot today. So the spin to win, Lisa. So what we're going to do is every single person that's been on this webinar today, we're going to enter your names into a spin to win. And we'll announce it on Facebook tomorrow on My Booking Rewards. So pretty easy. Everybody's got a fair chance. So yeah, we will do that. Do you have anything else to cover, guys?
Just to add with the spin to wheel, the prize. Sarah, how can we forget that? So guys, it's £100 worth of Love to Shop vouchers. And because we're known as the Spice of the Caribbean, you're going to get local spices. For practical treats, you're going to get a branded Pure Grenada mask. That's what we're living through, right? And along with that, because we are known for our chocolate, we actually have a chocolate bar from Juve to offer you that you cannot get in the UK.
Super. No, that's fantastic. Okay, well, we'll announce that tomorrow. And that just leads me to say, Simon, Roger, Lisa and Tasha, thank you. Your presentations have been amazing and we've learned a lot, so we appreciate it. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, thank you to those who've taken the time to come on in and learn a little bit about Grenada. Thank you for bringing me into your living room, your workspace, or if you're driving and you're tuning in, wherever you are, thank you for the opportunity. And we look forward to seeing you, your friends, your guests, or your enemy. Just send them down. Come on down to Pure Grenada, the spice of the Caribbean. And remember, hashtag Grenada rocks.
Excellent. I love it. And don't forget, we're going live at the end of the month as well in Grenada. So that's going to be very, very exciting. So stay tuned for this. It's all a surprise at the moment, but it's going to be amazing. So definitely, we'll see you then in a couple of weeks' time.
Oh,
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.